I'm channeling my inner Don Johnson because I'm in Miami and I'm on the international launch of the Lamborghini Huracán Spyder. As you can hopefully tell from the noise of this thing, it's dodged the turbocharged bullet to maintain and rely solely on natural aspiration to power a 602 brake horsepower, 5.2 litre V10, and the world is a better place for it. And when you combine it with four-wheel drive and a 7-speed dual clutch gearbox, 0 to 62 miles an hour is good in 3.4 seconds. But raw speed isn't the only criteria when buying a supercar. You want outlandish looks, and that is where Lamborghini has always excelled. The origami angles and cab forward proportions of this Huracán may not be as crazy as other models in the range like the Aventador, but it still causes everybody within a 100-metre radius to get their smartphones out. And that is before you've operated that party piece roof, which unfurls in just 17 seconds. The surfacing is razor sharp and super clean. Some of the detailing is exquisite, and I particularly like all the details around this rear deck, such as these new fins and integrated air ducts. The good news is that it reduces turbulence in that cabin and also improves downforce, but the bad news is that you can no longer see the engine, and the cabin space as a result has got a bit squeezed, but I think you get over it. So what is it like to drive? Well, it is basically a Huracán without a roof. Therefore it's noisier, therefore it's flashier, therefore it's even better. Regardless of whether you're in Miami or in Milton Keynes, this thing just makes every journey feel absolutely amazing. Not all supercars are easy to drive, but this one is. Yes, there are some idiosyncrasies. You've got a fiddly indicator switch that's on the steering wheel, and the dashboard containing your sat-nav and your tachometer is a bit cluttered. But how it drives is utterly stable and utterly reassuring. There's no lurching from the gearbox when you get going. The steering's quite nice and light, the power delivery is linear, and there is so much grip for this thing. Where Ferraris like to make their steering so responsive and darty to the extent that they're a bit nervous, the weighting on this is slightly heavier. You do lose a little bit of alertness with that steering, but at the same time it feels a lot more stable and a lot more confidence inspiring. You could honestly pass this off as driving like a big TT. There's no doubt turbocharged engines offer a better blend of performance and efficiency, but they also sound a bit less cultured. This V10 still sounds belligerent. Yes, you do have to rev it right through to the end of the range to get your money's worth, but when you do, you're rewarded because it sounds like it wants to rip your head off. And that's how you want a Lamborghini to sound. The Lamborghini Huracán Spyder is gorgeous to look at, glorious to listen to, yet both surprisingly refined and easy to drive. This is Lamborghini by Audi, so although some of that old school menace has been lost, it's a more flattering and more accessible supercar for the rest of us to enjoy.